To begin the installation of the Rivian R1S rock sliders, we need to put the vehicle at its highest settings. You're going to need a 10, 15, and 17 millimeter socket, a T20 and T30 Torx bit, flathead screwdrivers, and a pick. We recommend using an impact gun, but a breaker bar works as well.
So to begin the installation, we're going to start by removing these panels. The best place to start is you start at the forwardmost panel, then you go to the rearmost panel, and then you end with the middle panel. So to begin taking off the forward panel, there are two 10 millimeter bolts and two T20 screws at the front. So right now we're going to remove the two 10 millimeter bolts. Next, you're going to grab in this section here, and you're going to pull these little tongues out of their little secured spots. This is going to allow it to dangle free, and now you'll be able to see the clips up on the inside. You can use a flathead or you can use a pick. In this case, we're going to use a pick, and we're going to pick the one side. So there, I popped that loose, and then now you can turn the pick around and you can pick the back side while pulling down. Continuing with the panel in the rear, we have one 10 millimeter bolt. Now repeat the process that you did with the front by pulling the tabs out of the side here, allowing the panel to come down and expose the clips. The easiest place to start is the forwardmost clip, and work your way back one clip at a time and pulling it down and allowing yourself more room for the next clip. We're going to start by removing the clips towards the inner part of the vehicle, just like the other ones. And you're going to pull the panel towards the outside of the vehicle and then pop these clips down. Now that we've removed the covers, there is a black rail that supports all the clips. We're going to remove that, and that requires a T30.
Once the covers are removed, we're going to start from the front of the vehicle and make our way back. We need to completely remove the two front TP55 Torx bolts with a supplied Torx bit. There is two triangular plates per side that need to be completely removed. After that, we're going to loosen the remaining Torx bolts so they have a 1/2 inch clearance from the frame. Making our way back to the front of the vehicle, we're going to leave the 1st, 10th, and 11th hex bolt in place, then completely remove all the remaining hex bolts using a 17 millimeter socket. With the plates out of the way, we need to reinstall the two Torx bolts, leaving a 1/2 inch clearance. With the bolts 1/2 inch from the frame, you can slide the steps in and they will stay in place. At this point, we can reinstall the factory hex bolts we took off earlier, including the black bracket that comes with the rock sliders. Now we can reinstall the two front TP55 Torx bolts, then tighten up the TP55 Torx bolts, then tighten up the hex bolts. Once everything is snug, you'll want to torque the hex bolts to 55 foot-pounds and the Torx bolts to 95 foot-pounds. And that's how you install the Rivian R1S rock sliders on both sides.